In this video, I'm showing you everything you didn't know about Rell Seas, including hidden secrets and crazy details you've probably never seen. And as we go deeper into the video, things get crazier and crazier. Trust me, you're not ready for the last one. So you probably already know that Rell Seas has ships, but that's just the start. What you might not know is that it also has submarines, and not just basic ones. You can control them in first or third person, and your entire crew can travel inside with you. But what happens when you're peacefully exploring the ocean and suddenly get jump scared by something like this? Yeah, massive underwater creatures will be a frequent event in Rell Seas. You'll find schools of fish, dolphins, and even whales. Plus there's some whatever this behemoth is. This level of underwater detail is gonna blow the average Roblox player's mind, especially since most games on the platform barely even touch underwater gameplay, let alone make it this immersive. The whales in particular were a complete surprise to me, but I can already tell they're gonna 10x the whole game experience. I wonder will we be able to hunt these creatures for food, or will some of them be hostile? Like imagine a whale slamming into your submarine, forcing your crew to jump out and hunt it. Honestly, the ocean in Rell Seas feels like a game on its own. You've got bubbles, light depth effects, dynamic water, and an actual underwater ecosystem, not just a flat blue base plate like most Roblox games. This is insanely impressive, and we're only just getting started. Let's move to the next one. You probably already know that Rell Seas is gonna have a marine and pirate system. It's based heavily on the anime draws from One Piece. If you want to become a marine, you'll have to register at marine headquarters and climb the ranks by proving your loyalty. And how do you do that? Simple, you arrest pirates. Let's say you're a pirate chilling in a village, and you hit an NPC that lives there. Nearby marine NPCs will attack you and try to arrest you. If they succeed, you'll get thrown into a prison camp inside Marine HQ, where you'll be stuck mining rocks until you're released. But that's just the first tier of punishment in Rell Seas. The worst is by far Impel Down. If you don't know what that is, it's a high security prison for One Piece, housing the most dangerous pirates, with multiple deadly levels, and it's nearly impossible to escape. And yeah, it's in Rell Seas obviously. Marines can capture pirates and throw them into Impel Down, and that's how they'll climb the ranks. So if you're a pirate, the last thing you want is to get caught. Don't get clapped in PvP. Move around the world with a strong ship, or dive deep underwater in a submarine where marines can't even reach you. That would be absolute cinema. And if you do manage to climb up to admiral rank as a marine, you'll have to prove yourself to the world government, or Rell government in this case, which if it's anything like the anime is probably corrupted. Honestly, this whole system opens up insane roleplay potential between marines and pirates. Nobody's really talking about this. Everyone's just focused on combat and bosses, but I think this is what will make Rell Seas absolute cinema in my opinion. This is what makes it worth the wait. Next, did you know you'll be able to interrogate NPCs and bosses for information, and even get them to join your crew? You already know you can have crews of real players, just like in One Piece and every other One Piece game. But what most people don't realize is, you can also have NPC crew. When I rewatched movie 1, I noticed NPCs lined up on the cannons of your ship. Now, I don't know for sure if that's tied directly to recruiting bosses or NPCs, but it could be related in some way. And if so, that would be crazy. Imagine having a boss you defeated now defending your ship from other players trying to steal it. What I think this means is something similar to companions in Shindo Life, except instead of following you around, these NPCs will probably stay on your ship, defending it from other players who are trying to steal it, or helping out, maybe cooking, maybe driving the ship, who knows. There's still a lot we don't know yet, but the interrogation system definitely sounds like it'll tie into progression, just get information out of NPCs for the sake of the story. Both are theories, but whatever it actually turns out to be would actually be dope. Did you know you can start a restaurant on your ship in Rell Seas? Well, I didn't either till recently. Since in Rell Seas, anything you do will progress you, whether it's fishing, cooking, thieving, or whatever. You could technically sell your skills to other players. For example, imagine you're really good at cooking in Rell Seas. Your cooking talent is quite high, and you have a lot of food recipes that you can make. You could technically open a restaurant, quite literally directly on your ship, and you might be asking how. Well, in Rell Seas, they said in movie 1, there'll be furniture you can place on your ship wherever you want it. So maybe you could place a kitchen or a pot or whatever you use for cooking in the game, cook the food there, and decorate the interior by placing chairs and tables or whatever there is to place in the game. And then you can technically run a whole restaurant in Rell Seas. Is it a good way to earn money or progress? Probably not, but it's interesting how much freedom there's gonna be within the game to do various things. Whether it has to do with cooking, like I just talked about, or even fishing, you can for sure get creative. But there's way more to ships and customization than just furniture, and what I'm about to show you is actually gonna blow your mind. This is easily the most impressive part of the game, and if you've made it this far, make sure to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming. So earlier, I mentioned how submarines and ships are going to be a huge part of Rell Seas, but now let's talk about how deep ship customization really goes. This is old footage from movie 1, so keep in mind, it looks even better now. There are several different types of ships, and each one is unique. You can customize front, middle, and back sections of your ship like this, and each part has its own stats that contribute to your overall ship power. You can change your crew flag, put your logo on it, and even swap materials like turning parts of your ship into iron. You'll be able to craft different engines, Some focus on power, others on speed. And yes, they even look different. You can craft a custom figurehead on the front of your ship like in the anime, change the color of different parts, and even collect blueprints from bosses to craft insane upgrades, like these wings that actually help with ship movement, not just a cosmetic. And of course, you can still place furniture inside your ship and make it feel like your own. No other Roblox game has even come close to this level of ship detail. Now, here's something even crazier. You know how in most games, if you jump in the air while your ship is moving fast, you just get left behind in midair. That's because most games don't simulate real movement physics, but Rell Seas does. When you're moving on your ship, even if you jump or get launched or uppercutted, you'll stay moving with it. It actually feels realistic and it's way more fun. This opens up to so many possibilities. You can roleplay as a marine, chase pirates, or if you're a pirate, steal someone else's ship. Yes, for real, in Rell Seas, if you hop on someone else's ship and take the wheel, you can drive off with it, and the owner can't despawn it. The only way they get it back is if they and their entire crew come find you and take it back. The ship system in Rell Seas is genuinely insane, and it's probably my favorite part within the game. For those of you who kept watching till now, here's an interesting bonus part for you, and honestly, it might be the craziest one yet. Did you know that Rell Seas is going to have a full-on sea storms, whirlpools, and massive realistic waves? They can literally destroy your ship. Since Rell Seas uses incredibly realistic physics, these aren't just cheap visual effects. Your ship will actually move and shake with the ocean. And no, I'm not just yapping, I rewatched movie 1, and I think the devs actually confirmed it. Storms will appear when sea beasts attack you, and they'll be able to tip or sink your ship. Lightning, wind, and waves will all impact how your crew fights. Even crazier, whirlpools. Yup, actual whirlpools that will suck in and destroy ships without warning. So if you're sailing and not paying attention, boom, your ship is gone. Now imagine this, your crew is under attack by a massive sea beast. Your crew fires cannons, the ocean is throwing waves at you, and then suddenly your ship gets torn apart mid-battle, and now you're in the water with a devil fruit. That's an actual problem because as we know, devil fruit users can't swim. So now what? I honestly think there's gonna be a mechanic where your crew can rescue you from drowning, possibly carry you to the ship or safety, or maybe it's a reason to just stick with hotkey builds and keep your swimming license, I don't know. Either way, sea travel in Rell Seas isn't just a way to move around, it's a full-on survival system, and most players are not ready for it. So yeah, Rell Seas is seriously shaping up to be something we've never seen before on Roblox. It's not just a typical Roblox game, and I believe it could reach AAA standards, not gonna lie. And these small systems, from ship customization, combat and physics, to sea beasts, prisons, and even running your own restaurant, are what make it so unique. That was only 5 things you probably didn't know about Rell Seas, because even I had to go back to Rell Seas movie 1, which was 2 years ago, to find some of these things. And looking back to movie 1, there is so many more things that I didn't talk about that we all forgot. So tell me if you want me to make a new video similar to this one, talking about things you probably missed from 2-3 years ago about Rell Seas. Also, I'm expecting a lot from movie 3, which I hope is coming out really soon, but that's not even the tip of the iceberg of what Rell Seas has to offer. So watch this video, YouTube is recommending it to you. And if you're still watching right now, you're clearly hyped just like I am, so do me a favor, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already, and comment what feature you thought was the craziest. Also join the Discord in the description to join the crew.